A murder mystery. The wife of Richard Turner, a farmer Mary Turner, was found dead on her veranda in the morning. The servant who was arrested confessed to the murder. However, no motive has been discovered. It is believed he was looking for valuables. The newspaper didn't explain much. People all over the country must have read the news and felt angry and yet satisfied, as if their beliefs about the native had been correct when the native robbed, murder or attack woman that is feeling that the native harbor white. However, the inhabitants of the district, those who knew the Turners, must have cut the paragraph to keep it among their things, perhaps as a omen or warning. Despite them, none of them questioned the murder if it gave the impression that a sixth sense had shown them how much there had been. What to know, the murder was not commented as simply people says but business, as if there was a agreement not to give in Turner's White's murder case undue publicity by making comments. The district was an agricultural area where the family lived great distances from each other, so they met only occasionally. They were usually grateful to have something to talk about despite the crime wasn't the excuses an outsider would have thought perhaps that Charles is the one to do an entrepreneur. He had toured the farms in the area, walking to the silence of its inhabitants, the steps whose took of Wyatt instinct and no and elaborate the plan most interesting thing of all was conspiracy of that silence. Yes, that the town maintaining a lot of time before the murder was known. The people talk about the tournaments. Nobody liked the tournaments. They support themselves. They didn't not attend any social event and lived in a horrible house. Some Nazi had good things, and it gave them a bad impression to see white people living that way. The tournaments were not just poor white people after all they were British, because the more you think about it, the more extraordinary the way you compare and add. Turner said as if his wife Mary was something unpleasant. It seemed that people felt that he deserves death. And many wondered about that special enjoy someone from the district responsible for covering the news, because the journalist language was no writing. However, it's quite peculiar for an outsider who is later to be the one authorized to take charge of the matter to ensure that everything was forgotten with a medium of comments.